Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 2nd. Before I go on, I just want to acknowledge with sadness the passing of the incredible Gordon Lightfoot, a Canadian treasure, a musical treasure, a humanity treasure. It's it's always weird when there's people that you've been aware of and has been a part of your musical vocabulary for well over half a century when they go. It's just, there's a certain melancholy that sets in on that. But thank you, Gordon, for a remarkable life and a remarkable career. You will be missed, but you will be remembered because of the legacy that you've left behind. Musically today, somebody requested this yesterday, and I had not listened to this in a long, long time. I've done other videos about the fabulous Linda Ronstadt, but I don't believe I ever addressed this one. So I'm going to take a moment today and talk about a couple of tracks we did on an album called Feels Like Home, which we did in 1995. Recorded this up at Skywalker Ranch, George Lucas's facility up in Marin County in Northern California. It was always, and it's always a joy to do anything with Linda. Linda's one of the most gifted artists, gifted people I've ever known in my life, and I absolutely adore her and think of her all the time. We pretty much stay in touch because she's just sitting and talking to her on the phone is wonderful. She's just something. So on this album, I'm just gonna, you all know who Linda Ronstadt is, so I don't need to go through a bio on this, but it says Feels Like Home is a studio album by American singer Linda Ronstadt, released in 1995. It reached number 75 and lasted 12 weeks on the Billboard album chart. It received excellent critical reviews upon release. According to Nielsen SoundScan, the disc sold precisely 188,815 copies in the United States. This album is now out of print physically, although it is available digitally, and 5 of its tracks were remixed and subsequently included on Trio 2, which we did with Dolly and Emmylou and Linda. The double-sided single Tom Petty's The Waiting and Walk On was released simultaneously with the album. Walk On returned Linda to the Billboard country singles charts for the first time as a solo artist, not counting the late 1980s trio hits since 1983. The song was previously recorded by Matresa Berg on her 1990 debut album, Lying to the Moon. I'm going to have to check that because I worked with Matresa, too. I'll have to see if I did that. I'll feature that if I did. Adult contemporary radio picked up on the album track The Blue Train, which reached 31 on the chart and lasted for 10 weeks on the chart's top 40. The album Feels Like Home was incorporated into Randy Newman's musical Randy Newman's Faust, which I played on and featured too, which opened later in 1995 and has been subsequently covered by numerous artists. A great cast of characters on this. The first one I'm going to play is Feels Like Home. And on here, it lists the credits are myself on bass, Jim Keltner on drums and percussion. Great David Campbell did the arranging on this and conducted the string dates. Dave Grisman on mandolin, Dean Parks on electric guitar, Emmylou Harris on background vocals. Let me read through here. Acoustic guitar was Mark Cass Stevens. Electric piano on this is Robbie Buchanan. The Skywalker Symphony Orchestra did the orchestral parts of this. It was engineered and produced by Linda. Where did it just disappear here? George Massenberg, and then the engineering was George Massenberg, assisted by Nathaniel Kunkel, and produced by George and Linda. The song was written by Randy Newman. So that's that here. Let's take a listen. So this is Feels Like Home, the title track to the album.
Something in your eyes makes me want wanna lose myself, makes me wanna lose myself.
What a voice.
In your arms. There's something in your voice, makes my heart beat fast. Hope this feeling lasts the rest of my life. If you knew how lonely my life has been, and how long I've felt so low. If you knew how I wanted someone to come along and change my life the way you've done. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all way back where I come from. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all way back where I belong.
Dean Parks.
A window breaks down a long dark street, and a siren wails in the night. But I'm alright, 'cause I have you here with me, and I can almost see through the dark there's light. If you knew how much this moment means to me, and how long I've waited for your touch. If you knew how happy you are making me, I've never thought I loved anyone so much. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all way back where I come from. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all way back where I belong. Feels like I'm all way back where I belong.
She's unbelievable. She just has just the purity of her voice and her interpretations. You really feel certain changes in there are so Randy Newman. I mean, you can really tell he wrote that. This is the song that somebody requested yesterday and said, "Oh, if you do that one, I love that's one of my favorite songs." And this is called "The Blue Train." I'm going to see if there's anything. There's nothing extra listed on here, I don't think. No, okay. The Blue Train. This is Linda Ronstadt.
Watching the long faces riding this rundown track, and the lost places from a dream that never brings them back. And the sad truth is nothing but a cold hard fact. I'm riding the blue train over the miles to cover a ghost in a hurry to fade. I'm taking it one way to nowhere, afraid you might be there to find me inside this blue train. Counting the burned bridges, trailing its rusted wreck as our back pages scatter in the dust we left, like a pearl necklace falling from around my neck. I'm riding the blue train over the miles yet to cover, a ghost in a hurry fade. I'm taking it one way to nowhere, afraid you might be there to find me inside this blue train. Away down the road, a ticket to an empty room, a rendezvous unknown. I'm riding the blue train over the miles yet to cover, a ghost in a hurry fade. And I'm taking it one way to nowhere, afraid you might be there to find me inside this blue train. I'm on the blue train over the miles to cover, a ghost in a hurry fade. I'm taking it one to nowhere, afraid you might be there to find me
There's just nobody else like Linda. Just amazing. So that's our music for today. Healing up pretty well. Things are getting back to normal, and I had a revelation. I was doing a bunch of yard work yesterday, and I took some cotton swabs and some stuff just to really clean dust and stuff off. And right here is where the tenderest spot is, right there. And that was where the swelling began. And there's a tiny red mark there. I have a feeling that all of this may have been an insect bite, a response to being bit by something. Because when I'm working in the yard, I'm crawling through bushes and doing all kinds. I'm on my hands and knees, crawling through a lot of stuff. And I have a feeling that, this never was a sinus issue or anything like that. This was a skin issue. So my gut is telling me that this may have been an insect bite. Because I remember when I was doing Rosemary Butler's solo album, I was cleaning rain gutters and got a bite on my arm, I believe from a spider. And we were in for a few days, and after the first day, the day before we started, I was cleaning the gutters, and during the course of the first day, I started to look, and my right arm was swelling up, my forearm, and getting really inflamed. It was really weird, and I ended up finishing the session and going to the emergency room, and they checked me into the hospital and put me on intravenous fluids and antibiotics and all kinds of stuff, and they said it was probably an insect bite, and they wanted to keep me in for another day. And I said, I'm in the studio. I got Rosemary's waiting for me the next day, so early in the morning I just checked myself out of the hospital and went back to work. And over the course of the next week, it all went back to normal again. But I'm thinking this may have been an insect thing, so it's healing. So lots to do today, so I'm going to get going, but I love Linda, and just think about her, and just sending my heart and best wishes to her, because she's just a remarkable human being, and none other like her. So take good care, have a fabulous day. I will be back, I hope, tomorrow to do something else, but for the moment, let's just have a great day and try to be good to each other. The world needs that, so bye-bye.